Hey everyone, in this video, I want to speak to you about money blocks or wealth blocks as we like to call it. So, today I'm going to discuss three major money blocks. Now, before I do, let's first understand what money blocks really are. So, in general, people tend to believe that the reason they're not able to make money in their life, or the reason they constantly feel worried or stressed about it, or they feel that there is always a lack of it, is because they don't know how to make it or they don't know how to manage it. When in reality, the reason they cannot keep money in their life or create money whenever they want to is because they have specific blocks that they are not aware of. Now, usually these blocks are very invisible because we are always taught to think of money in terms of, you want to make money, you simply go out and earn it. But when you actually start the process of earning it, that is when all of these blocks come up. And these blocks are nothing but traumas that you have inherited either from your family, from your parents, or traumas that you have developed as a result of the bad experiences that you have had, as we discussed in the first video, right? So these are what money blocks really is. Now, I'm going to discuss three of those today. The first one being the money block of loans are bad. So let's understand the very first block, that is loans are bad, with an example. So let's say that you and your friend, both of them are in two different companies and both of you are looking to transition to a leadership position, for example. Now, both of you have a lot of confidence and anxiety issues. Both of you are aware that because of the issues that you have had, you're not able to really, become influential. You're not able to become visible at your work. You're not able to ask for the promotion that you want. You're not able to ask for the money that you want. Right? So both of you want the position. Both of you want good money in your life, but you both are very aware that your confidence is a very big reason that you're not able to do it. Now, let's say that you both want to invest in coaching, or let's say a course, for example. Now, to invest in that course, you need a specific sum of money, and for some reason, both of you do not have that money right now in the bank account, or maybe you just have like other priorities that you have to sort of look at it. Now, you both have this issue. However, your friend decides that this is pretty important. I have to invest in myself because if I don't, then I'm going to be stuck in this role and I'm going to be unhappy and I don't want that. So this friend of yours, goes and takes up a small loan from his family. And he takes up that loan, invests in himself, takes a few months to develop his confidence, actually goes and asks for the raise and the promotion and the position that he wants. He gets it and his salary increases multifold. Now you decide that I don't really have the money in my bank account to invest in myself. Your friend suggests you that, take the same path as I did. Take up a loan from your family, invest in yourself, and move ahead. But the moment you hear the word loan, a few thoughts start to come up. The first one being, oh my God, I cannot take a loan. Loans are horrible. What if I get caught up in a debt cycle? Second, do I really have to invest in myself? What if all of this is just a phase? What if, my destiny will turn, my fortune will, suddenly come and I will, get a job? Third, is it really worth it to invest in, courses or coaching or in myself? So many people have not done it for a really long time. Look at my parents' generation. Maybe I don't really need it. What if all of this is just a waste of money and I don't want to, waste my money? It is so important. It's so hard to already make money. You convince yourself out of the whole thing and you meet your friend after 6 months. Your friend has a job that he loves. He has already paid off the loan that he took from his family because obviously now he has, more income potential. Not only is he confident and happy, but he's proud of himself. Whereas you look at your life and you feel constricted, you feel helpless, you feel like a victim, and obviously you're still underconfident, and now you feel, probably envious of your friend. You start to think to yourself that him and I started at the same point in our life 6 months ago. How come he has progressed so much when I'm in the same place? What went really wrong? Now, in reality, what has happened is that your friend looked at money as a tool, as a medium of exchange. He looked at loan as future money that he called into present in his life. He owned money, whereas you let yourself get owned by money. You looked at money as something that was too big. You put money on a pedestal. You let your old ideas about what loan truly is, probably that you got from your family or from your parents or from wherever you heard your stories from, and you let it control your life. And as a result, your friend was able to move ahead in his life where you were still there, where you were 6 months ago. That is what a wealth or a money block really looks like. These are experiences that have accumulated, that have led to certain beliefs that are controlling you. Money is not something that you always have to go out there and struggle for. Sometimes wealth blocks are so huge that they do not let you recognize the opportunity that you have right now. They don't let you think far ahead. They don't let you have a vision. You have a very tunnel vision, you have a very small vision, and that is why it leads to you being where you are. Now let's discuss about the second wealth block. The second wealth block, which is very, very common, is believing that money is very, very hard to make. Believing that it will take me immense amounts of hard work. I'll have to put my personal life aside. I'll have to do something very magical, something very special, or that there is a magic formula out there that I don't have to actually make good money that I want in my life. Now, these are the type of beliefs that people often inherit from their families. When they look at their parents struggle for money, when they look at other people struggle for money, and when they're constantly told by their parents or by family members or people that they have spent a lot of time with that it's very hard to make money, it's very, very hard to make decent amount of money, you have to be something very extraordinary to make money, they tend to build up these beliefs. Now, for example, let's say that you have a skill that you can easily monetize, that will, make you, let's say, 60, 70,000 a month easily in passive income. But the moment you start thinking about it, all of these beliefs start to come up that, oh my God, it's going to be so hard. Now, because you believe in it, you're not going to do anything about it. Whereas, let's say, this particular friend of yours that we spoke about in the first block does the same thing. He has the same skills as you, but he actually goes out there, takes a chance on himself, and actually creates an income stream for himself. All because he was willing to believe that money is actually easy to make, that it is not a big deal. Whereas you believe that it was extremely hard to make. Now, again, you meet this friend after, let's say, 1 year, and you look at him having an extra stream of income that kind of enabled him to quit his job and transition into another role, or probably, him being able to enjoy his life because he has extra money. And then again, instead of actually questioning your beliefs, you might again believe your old beliefs, which is he must have something special. He got really lucky. Maybe I'm just someone who's extremely unlucky. Maybe money is hard for me to make. And then again, it's a vicious cycle. Ultimately, what you have truly done is that you've let your beliefs convince you that money is hard to make, when in reality, you have the same amount of talent than any other person does. But because you're so stuck on your beliefs, you let it block money into your life. You let your beliefs convince you that money is actually hard to make. Now, the third block is believing that people who have a lot of money or people who make a lot of money have reached at that level by being unethical, or probably if they have a lot of money, they're just, very unhappy, that they don't have the simple pleasures of life, or, they're not really able to give time to the people they love. This is again one of the things people tell themselves to convince themselves that they're okay where they are. They do desire more money, but because they have again a very huge block believing that they'll have to do something very extraordinary, or that rich people are, evil, rich people are not really happy in their life, they convince themselves that it is not possible for them to make good money because they'll have to compromise, on simple pleasures of life. This is again an opinion or a false belief that people tend to form. This is again a defense mechanism. So far, all the three blocks that we have discussed are a result of the beliefs that you have sort of accumulated over a period of time, and you have not really checked into them. And because of these beliefs, you've blocked money from your life in multiple levels and in multiple ways. Now, how do you really heal these blocks? To actually heal all of your money and wealth blocks, the first step is to accept that you have them in the first place. So I invite you to do a small activity. Simply take out your notebook and write down all the beliefs that you have had over the years that has stopped you from reaching your income potential. Could be any beliefs, right? For example, you wanted to take up a course that would let you learn a skill, but you thought that, no one is going to pay me for it. You wanted to invest in coaching, but you thought that maybe I'm not worth it. I shouldn't invest in myself because it's too much money. Let's say that you had a block that involved you taking up a loan, but you thought that, taking up a loan is a horrible idea, loans are bad. Could be any and every, right? You know yourself pretty well. So make a list of all of these blocks that you're aware of. The second step is to identify the source of these blocks. Now, this is where trauma work comes in, which I usually do with my clients and in my master classes, right? So here what you really do is you understand the source of why your blocks exist in the first place. Usually, money and wealth blocks are so rigid because they come from the pain and suffering from our ancestors, from our family, from our parents. And that is why we have to understand our role in it. Now, the third thing is to actually heal your blocks by letting go all of these beliefs and ideas that you have around money and actually understanding why you developed them in the first place, right? I'm teaching all of this in my upcoming 2-day masterclass happening on 13th and 14th January called the Money Mindset Mastery. If you're interested in actually healing your blocks, you're invited to attend it. You can find the registration link in the comment section, or you can simply DM me Money Mindset Mastery and I will send you the link to register.